Hi everyone, and welcome to our Fitness Friday. Am I going to do a whole workout routine? No, I am not. I'm just going to show you a couple of simple moves, and I want to talk about my journey with starting strength training. Now, I had never done any strength training whatsoever before June of this past year. So basically 7, 8 months ago. Now, I went to the gym for the very first time. I had been to gyms before, but this was a weight training class because just going to the gym, I don't know if you're like me, but it was a little intimidating and not sure how to use all of the equipment, not sure what to set the weights on. And it was pretty confusing. So I did decide to take a weight training class so that I could just learn some of the basics and get more comfortable with going. So one of the things we are talking about this week is consistency. And that's really what I want to focus on more today than doing a workout or acting like I know all the greatest moves and I'm at the best at it. So if anybody wants to be critical, you can be critical, but I'm just talking about me and what I've done and the results I have seen. So one of the things when I first started, when had gained so much weight, one of the areas that was very surprising for me was my arms. My arms had gotten really big to the point where even if I could fit into a medium shirt, I wasn't able to get the medium blouse on because my arms were too tight. I had to make sure that I found a blouse that the arms were looser in. So my arms looked pretty bad. And I'm going to be really honest with you. I wish I had a before picture for you, but I didn't take a lot of before pictures. I really should have, because it's been actually quite remarkable to lose 70 pounds and to see that difference. I wish I had those pictures, and I especially wish I had pictures of my arms. But when I tell you that when I held my arms out, I moved them like this, you're probably thinking they still wiggle. So I just want to show you, no, I don't have the greatest looking arms ever, but when I would go like this, they would literally swing. There was so much loose skin here. It just hung down by a couple of inches. It was the thing I was probably the most embarrassed about on my entire body. And the very first time that I went to the gym, one of the things that he had me do was to take dumbbells. And these are 5 pounds. And I think that is what I did it the very first time with. And he had me doing front lifts and then side lifts, just like that. Front lifts and side lifts. So I would do 10 of those, 10 to 12 of those, rest for a minute and repeat and do 4 sets. And so, not that that was hard to do. And in the very beginning, it was hard for me to do those lifts. And you think, oh gosh, that doesn't seem that hard, but it can be. But the thing that was the most difficult for me was standing in front of that mirror and doing those lifts like that and watching my arms just swinging and hanging. And it was so embarrassing for me that that was the most difficult part of the entire day. And when I say that to you, I mean it. And so I came home and I was like, oh gosh. So I started looking up, how do I get my arms more fit? You know, what if you've got saggy, loose skin? And a lot of what I read was, oh, you can't get rid of it. And it's very difficult. Some showed a couple of exercises, but everything was leading you toward, you just have to go get surgery because that's basically your only option. So after a few times of going to the gym, I said to the trainer, will I ever be able to get rid of this? Will this ever look better? I just want you to be super honest with me. And he said, it's going to take consistency and a very concentrated effort, and it's going to take you about a year to a year and a half. Now, that was actually good news for me because I thought, okay, one, I know how to be consistent with different things. I've been consistent with lots of habits in my life, whether it's business or lots of other things. I'm like, I can do this. But the other thing was, he said it was going to take about a year to a year and a half. And I think that that's part of the problem that so many of us deal with, especially women, is we just want instant gratification. We want to see, I'm going to make a little bit of effort and I want to see overnight success. So by him being honest and saying it was going to take a year to a year and a half, I thought, okay, I can commit to this. And I have to tell you, again, I started at the end of June, so it's been about like 7 months. And here we are. And now when I go like this one is moving a little bit more. It's a little surprising to me. Nobody can give me a real answer because I'm right-handed. I use my right hand more. I think overall I'm stronger in my right hand, but I do have looser skin still in my right arm. But my left one is almost got to the point where it's not moving. And it's super exciting for me. And again, it's only been 7 months. So I think, okay, I'm going to stick this out to June, and maybe it will take me a year and a half. And maybe when I do this video for you at a year and a half, maybe my arms will be completely strong. But when I look at them right now, they look completely different than they did 7 months ago. So I'm here today not as an exercise guru or trying to be all that, because most of the ones you see on YouTube that are, they look amazing and you think, oh, but I can never get there. With as bad as my arms look right now, I'm never going to look like that. So I'm here today to just show you that after 7 months, mine look probably 70% better than they did 7 months ago. And I'm going to stay true to it. So what is some of the things that I'm doing and how often am I doing them? What's consistency? Well, you do need to give it some rest. I started going every day and I actually started feeling fatigue, and you have to go by, you should give it every other day. So every other day I'm doing an arm workout. On Mondays, I do a full 1 hour workout at the gym. And then on the opposite days, I do them here in the house. So you don't need a ton or a lot of equipment. These are 5 pounds. I have 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 10 pounds, and 15 pounds. At the gym, I'm up to using 20 pounds and 25 pounds with some of my exercises. I just have not purchased those yet, but I need to. So one of the things that I talked about, which I think is much harder than it looks, I can now do 8 pounds. I've only made my way up to 8, but is front lifts and then side lifts, and then front lifts and then side lifts. And just again, doing 10 of those, 10 to 12, and then rest and for about a minute, minute and a half, and then repeat that. 4 sets is good because that really does give your muscles a good workout. So the other thing that I do are bicep curls. So I do usually same thing. I can do 20 of these. I can do a rep of 15 to 20 of these. And so I'm at the point where now, it wasn't at the beginning, but I do about 100 bicep curls about every other day. So that is one that I do. The biggest one for trying to get those underneath my arms and the backs of my arms is triceps. And so just like this, I'm up to doing, I can do a 20 pound pretty consistently, and I can do a 25 pounds at like 8 reps. So the one thing that I've learned from doing it is you can either do more reps or you can increase your weight and then do less reps. So depends on how much weight that I have on there. At home, I have a 15-pound weight that I do my triceps with. And again, I'm up to doing 100 in a day. I do 25 at a time, and I do 4 sets of those. So I rest for about 2 minutes, and then I do another set of 25. The other thing that I've been doing fairly consistently is push-ups. And so I'm not really going to show you a push-up here. Everybody kind of knows what a push-up is. However, if you've never done push-ups in your life, I started from the very beginning doing wall push-ups, and that's kind of what they'll tell you to do. If you haven't done any push-ups, then start with wall push-ups, and that's where you just lean against a wall and you're doing push-ups. So I would do like 10 to 15 of those, and I'm at the point where I can do 25 push-ups at a time. And so I graduated from the wall pretty quickly. So I actually felt like I can do that. And then I moved to the stairs. So you lay like on a staircase with your arms up high, and then probably your feet are about 6 stairs below you. And so that puts you on an angle. So it's a little harder than the wall sit up, but not as hard as a floor sit up. And so I got to the point where I would do 25 to 50 of those on the staircase at a time. So now I have graduated to doing push-ups in the floor, but on my knees. So I have not graduated to a full push-up yet. That's what I think I'm going to start leaning into here very soon. I think I'm strong enough to do that. And again, I won't be able to do 25 at one time, but I do 4 sets of 25 so that I do 100 push-ups. And I do about 100 push-ups every other day. So I also do overhead presses. So just like this, I will do those. And then another one that is really good for the back of your arms is rows. So going like this. And I am to the point where I can do 25-pound rows. So that's sort of how much I have graduated from. And if you have never done any weights at all, I would encourage you. I have 3-pounders too. I don't even get those out anymore. But I had 3, 5, and 8 to start. Then I added 10s. I've added 15s. And now I'm getting ready to add 20s and 25s because I'm using those at the gym on a pretty regular basis once a week. So I hope that this is encouraging to you, because I have seen a remarked difference by being consistent with just a few of the things I've shared with you, doing these about every other day. And so that makes it about 4 times a week is what that comes out to. But I try to be consistent in doing them every other day so that I have a day of rest, but that I'm staying on top of it all of the time. Because consistency is key with anything, whether it's your money habits, whether it's your business habits, your schedule, anything that you do, consistency is going to be what drives you across the finish line. And so for me, as someone that was super embarrassed about my arms, I'm kind of excited, and I can actually see that if I keep this routine going, maybe at that 1 year to year and a half mark, maybe I won't have any movement at all, and that could be pretty awesome. Even if I just have minimal movement, I look so much better than I did 7 months ago, and not embarrassed to wear short sleeves. Or even this summer, I'm looking forward to being able to wear, sleeveless dresses and not be embarrassed. So I hope this is helpful to you. If you like it, subscribe and hit like. That way I know. If you want to make a comment, that's great. Don't make any negative comments about how I did the exercise wrong, or that, who am I to be showing you how to exercise? I am here today to talk about consistency, and that if you stick with something, you can improve. End of story. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow on our weekend recap.